The opportunities are endless in wholesaling, right? If you just work really hard, you can put up some crazy numbers. So definitely proud of that one. $66,000 assignment, happy buyer, happy seller. I'm a happy guy too, of course. So it's all about creating those win-win scenarios, guys.
What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever here, and let's talk about big wholesale deals. Recently, Tyler from my team, maybe you guys remember Tyler from some of the previous videos we've shot with him, but remember, he's the guy that did $100,000 in 1 month in his first year as a wholesaler. Well, the reason he was able to do $100,000 was in part because he did one really large deal. This deal was over $60,000. So in today's video, Tyler's going to break down for you exactly how this deal came together, how he found the opportunity, and he'll share some tips and tricks so that maybe you, if you decide you want to go into wholesaling real estate, maybe you can get the same level of success that Tyler's done.
What's up, guys? Welcome back with Adam J.D. Martin. I'm taking over Matt McKeever's channel again, and I hope you saw the video with Tyler Labreche where we talked about how he did a $100,000 month. I'm back here with Tyler today. We're going to take a little walk and discuss one of those deals where he did a $66,000 commission. This is the largest commission we've ever had on our team, and before this, we might have even been limiting ourselves. We might have had limiting beliefs about how much of a commission you could make. But the reality is it comes down to the data. Data over drama always wins. And we were able to achieve this result by focusing on the data and letting that rule our decisions. And ultimately, that's what our assignee did too. So let's take a walk with Tyler and find out how it all came together. All right, everybody, I'm here with Tyler. We're gonna take a quick walk and discuss this $66,000 commission. That is unbelievable, dude. How did that come about?
Possible.
Nobody knew it was possible.
I didn't know I could make $66K in one deal. It just kind of happened. It was like, that's amazing stuff. So super excited about that, obviously.
So tell me about the deal. What's the property like?
Yeah, so this was actually, well, definitely my best deal so far. It was a fourplex in Ingersoll. I seen the property and I was like, I'm already in love with this property. It's a beautiful building, great area, great location, all that kind of good stuff. So I spoke to the seller, never met him in my life. It was all through the phone. And honestly, the first 5-10 minutes, I talked to him on the phone. We didn't even talk about real estate. We just kind of talked about golf and all that kind of good stuff. Found out his why, found out that he wanted to move to the States so he could go golfing more often. He wanted to sell this fourplex so he was able to move to the States, buy a rental, and just go golfing in the States. So like, yeah, man, let's make this happen. Let's get you on your way. Let's figure it out. Started talking about the property. Sure enough, turned out to be a killer deal. I managed to get it under contract for $340 and I signed it for $406. So definitely extremely happy about that. Part of the negotiation, we started talking about the property. He originally wanted over $400,000 for it. My original offer was $300,000 because I was looking at the rental numbers, right?
Yeah.
It was only renting out for I think like $2,600 to $2,700 a month. So at that point, I felt like a price point around $300,000 seemed very reasonable based off the rental income it was producing. So what happened was I offered him $300,000. He was telling me that he wanted a lot higher than that with good reason, right? It was a nice property. So anyways, after a little bit of discussion, he came back at $350,000. And I knew at that point that it was a good deal at $350,000. I was happy with that, but I still wanted to see if I could push it a little bit further.
Yeah.
And I managed to say, okay, look, I wanted $300,000 originally. I'll move up to $340,000. We'll sign the paper, done deal. And sure enough, brought that to his attention. He was more than happy to sign at $340,000. He thanked me. He's like, now I get to go back to the States, do some golfing this winter, do what I love, all that kind of good stuff, right? So got under contract for $340,000. The next step in wholesaling is you assign it to a buyer. So I reached out to our buyers, got in touch. I ended up having sending out over 50 emails in one weekend. And I lined up walkthroughs for 5 separate buyers. And at the very last minute, I was on my way, just about to head there. And I said, hey, I'm going to call my last buyer that wanted to come. He deserves a good shot at it. He seemed to understand how business works very well. Sure enough, Cam and his father came down as well. So long story short, did the walkthrough with all the buyers. Cam was the last one to go through the property. He said he really liked it, all that kind of good stuff. So then what happened was everyone was happy. I left the walkthrough, drove back to London here, and as I'm walking through the front door, I checked my phone. It's a text from Cam saying, hey man, we're going to buy it for $406. And I was like, that's amazing because I originally got it for $340 and I was assigning it for $380,000. I was happy with $380, all that kind of good stuff. Sure enough, walked through the front door, checked my phone, I had a buyer at $406. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, wait, did I just make $66,000 on this deal? And sure enough, after a couple minutes, I realized, I'm like, wow, I just made $66,000 off one deal. That's insane. So sure enough, worked with the buyers, called Adam. We got the assignment paper set up. Done deal the next day. So super proud of that, obviously. And now I'm looking forward to getting more deals as well. But that just goes to show, like we're saying, the opportunities are endless in wholesaling, right? If you just work really hard, you can put up some crazy numbers. So definitely proud of that one. $66,000 assignment, happy buyer, happy seller. I'm a happy guy too, of course. So it's all about creating those win-win scenarios, guys.
Yeah, that's a big focus, right, for everything we do. And I think about this quite often. There's a lot of people that get into wholesaling or even real estate investing, and they're really concerned about the amount of money that they're making, right? They're scared to show it online, or they're scared to say it to other people. But the reality is, when you use data to make your decisions, Tyler just touched on some really important things there. First of all, he mentioned the income of the building. And as we know, the way we evaluate buildings and the way we set our wholesaling prices is a function of the after repair value, the amount of work or cost it's going to take to get there, and the fair market value, okay? So the actual fair market value, we're gonna be looking at an income approach and a comparable sales approach, where we're looking at recent and relevant sales in the area.
Do you wanna get control of your financial life? Do you wanna crush it in real estate with wholesaling? Do you wanna join my full-time team of wholesalers like Mike? Or Shahir? Or what about Tyler? Or Diego? Or what about Amar? All right, and what do we do, boys?
We make offers, we buy fast, never gonna miss a deal cause we pay cash. Offers, 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 deals, deals, deals. Tell us, Mr. Seller, what price do you feel? Cause we're Southwestern's biggest source of deals. Boom!
So if you guys want to crush it with wholesaling, you need to join my team. And down below, video description, there's all the links you need.
Okay, so the actual fair market value, we're gonna be looking at an income approach and a comparable sales approach, where we're looking at recent and relevant sales in the area. Once we have an idea or an estimate of what it's gonna cost to bring it from that current fair market value up to that after repair value, and we know the fee that we want to charge on the deal, that's where we can see that spread. And that's what Tyler did. He realized that the income approach was very strong there. He could get over that 1% rule, allowing him to command a higher fee. And then our assignee was able to make sense of the deal financially as well based on that revenue, and our seller had his needs met at the same time. So I know there's a lot of controversy out there. I know there's a lot of stigma, not only around buying houses privately and buying them for under market value, but what you guys need to realize watching this at home is that we're actually using a very data-driven approach. And of course, by doing this, we're going to make a spread. We're doing a service and we're exchanging value with both our assignee and our seller. And that's exactly what Tyler did. And that's what makes it possible to get large fees. Not every deal is going to be $66,000, but that's also not the ceiling. You might get a $100,000 commission. You might get a $200,000 commission. You might get $5,000. You might get $2,000. We've done it all. But the thing you have to realize is people aren't going to do deals that don't make sense for them. So what we do is what Tyler did at the start. Like he said, he spent several minutes just talking about golf, talking about life. What he's doing there is building rapport. He's getting to understand what the seller's why is and why it's so important that they sell today and that they sell to Tyler. The reality is our seller could have went and sold it on market. He could have sold it to any other investor, but he chose to work with us because of the quality of service that we brought and because they know us, like us, and trust us. And that is the simple facts. Tyler put in the hard work. He stuck through it all the way through 5 showings, and on the 6th one, made sure that he followed up with another potential assignee. It's that follow-up, it's that follow-through that's going to allow you, if you're in real estate wholesaling, to get more fees, to get bigger, higher, better fees. And if you're just an investor watching this, you're not interested in wholesaling, you need to take these principles down and use them in your own business. This is how you grow. It's persistence, it's consistency, it's follow through. And that's why Tyler made $100,000 last month. And that's why he's able to do huge fees like $66,000. And this video, we're not even gonna cover it, but he did another $40,000 deal that same month.
Yeah, I know, it's super exciting, guys. It's all about taking those daily consistent actions, right? Like daily, wake up, just work hard. You're gonna go through ups and downs. It's all about the long-term growth. It's all about staying consistent and persistent. Offer value to people and work with intention, right? Be an intentional person. Work with people, look for their needs, and you will come across amazing opportunities. Like, was I expecting to make $66,000 in one deal that month? Definitely not, but I knew that if I kept working hard, something great would come, and that's sure enough what happened. So definitely work hard, stay persistent, and work with integrity. So that's my last thoughts here.
Problems are profits, guys. We'll see you on the next video.
Thanks again to Tyler for taking the time to break down this deal. If you guys enjoyed this video, what I need you to do is smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and otherwise, let us know what other videos would you like my team of wholesalers to make. Would you like to see them break down more deals like this? Would you like to see the day in the life of? Let us know, because we're an open book when it comes to our wholesaling processes, techniques, and business model. So jump in that comment section and let us know what you would like to see next. Otherwise, if you're not interested in becoming a wholesaler, but maybe you'd like to buy a wholesale deal, well, you need to get on our email list. If you're currently not on our email list, jump in the video description down below. I'll throw a link there where you can sign up to our email list and get notified whenever we have a new wholesale deal. However, if you want to really experience all of our wholesale deals, what you need to do is grab a ticket for the Virtual Wybo Limo Tour. These are the limo tours that we used to do in person, but now because of COVID, we're doing them online. You'll literally get to see millions of dollars in private, off-market real estate deals. Last time we had someone literally get so excited by a deal that he left the virtual limo tour, drove to one of the houses to drop off a check and sign the paperwork so that he could be the first one to get that deal locked up. If that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what will. So make sure you sign up, grab your ticket for the next Virtual Wybo Limo Tour. All the links in the description down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.